That looks familiar. Yes. That looks... What's that? We have entered the... We're in the Fairy Kingdom now. Have been for a bit, but... There we go. Found the other location. Came upon the topiary at the water. Appeared as if bathing. Nearby there lay a fishing rod, worn and weathered. For a moment my mind went to a dark place, but surely it is but a coincidence. Surely. Found both of our artist locations. You guys good? I'm going back in. Nay, my lady, exhausted as thou art, thou wouldst only endanger thyself. I prithee, rest a moment. Also, I'm right here. Nothing where we looked. Archon. Sup? Gods, were it not for Sorbonne's blessings. But I need not labor the point. I'm glad to see you safe and well, my friend. You any idea how worried we were? To wash up on the shore, only to find you weren't with us? No, but I'm forgetting. Here's your crown, your majesty. The Fu hath kept that part of the bargain, at least. Well, there were certain twists and turns. Our work here is done, with everyone none the worse for wetness. Oh, thank goodness you're still here. So in? Is something amiss? Great big mob of mortals. It's Marchandale Meg. Mortals with ugly weapons and uglier faces. They wouldn't happen to be your friends, would they? I know, take your pick, Mel. Rather the reverse, I fear. You'll more an army, I guess. Cat coup? Cat coup. We know how. Don't finish that. Meaning we can play with them? As much as you like. But just to be sure, I'll return with you to confirm their identities. If they are who we suspect, we will require your aid. If Alfino is coming, then Alize will be too, yes? Can't have one without the other, you know. Alright. Just remember, we're not your playmates this time. I like the fairy. Afraid we must leave the rest of the relic hunt in your hands. It's fine. Even though Warden always would have fallen to me. Clip what? Perhaps, but I would feel better if we were there to assist you. Back to cheering you on from afar. See you afterwards, my friend. Sleeves with cat ears? I don't know if they're meant to be cat ears, but I can definitely see how you see it that way. With our enemies fast approaching, time is of the essence. Must needs accomplish our mission with all possible haste. Of the remaining two bearers of the relics, the Numa or the Near, we shall seek them out next. Among the Fae folk, they bear the distinction of having abided in these lands since before the flood. They are also the friendliest of men, have served me faithfully whensoever I have called upon them. Indeed, they are the source of much of the knowledge I have acquired in my time here. The path leads us past my dwellings. Let us away. Scions and pylons. No, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. These are all flowers too, Mel. All of this is flowers. Small flowers, big flowers. Found the leafmen in the pictures? Wonderful. Can't wait to see them with my own eyes. Let me tell you, it's not easy to make them so lifelike. You must cast the enchantment on mortals completely unawares, else you're liable to end up with disappointing results. Why, when I tried to sneak up on the owner of the book, he noticed me and promptly ran off. Now I've got a leafman frozen mid-stride with his mouth split open in terror. Not a pretty sight. Oh, but before I forget, here's your reward as promised. Now if you excuse me, I have some leafmen to play with. Yeah, that bird is from the Mountain Dew collab. It's the one that required like 6 points. So like you had to buy 6 Mountain Dew, enter the code under. It's called a Mountain Zoo. Oh, I still have that. It's just in the rotation. Oh, to have so many mortals visiting us. I can scarcely contain my excitement. I know a really fun game. Come with me. We'll have oodles of fun together. I don't think you could get points from under any Baja Blast caps, and there certainly was no points getting sent out at Taco Bell. Yeah, Jabanian couch. With the stare. Also, I sit side saddle now. Jabanian is very disappointed that you find him terrifying. But also, no brain cells to worry about, so he's fine. There you are. Here, I'll lend you this tube. Spyglass, I believe you mortals call it. It makes small things look big. We're going to use it for our game. The rules are simple. Stand over there, look through the spyglass, and count the pixies. If you get our number right, I'll give you a fabulous prize. 30 seconds to complete, after which you have to give your answer to the chipper pixie. Oh boy. One, two. Can I? Because they move. I think it's 3? Done counting, are you? So how many else are there? 4. Correct. There are 4 of us. Well done, mortal. Here's a fabulous prize. Oh, fiddlesticks, I left it back at Lita Laran. Well, we'll just have to make a game of it. Last one back to the village is a rotten egg. Yeah, I'll be with you in a minute. And then this is the Gong Sha. collab mount. He's a big-ear piggo with a crown. For the low, low price of 3 bobas. That's boba with 1-0. There you are. Did you manage to find the whirlweeds? Oh, look at these lovelies. I like shanties at once. Make it so they can grow outside the water, and then plant them here and there. Meanwhile, I want you to decorate with these snug blooms. As to where they should go, yes, the stairs. That's a dull spot that's right for some cheer. When you're finished, come and let me know. Yes, because you don't like beer. First week, Thunder's Day. The princess being partial to the lake from front view, it was decided that all the noble lords and ladies would set out for a picnic. Having partaken of sweets, Her Highness ventured to the water, where she inspected her lip paint in the reflection. This caused the watching shepherds to remark that the princess had used the lake as her hand mirror. Oh, there's a hand mirror lake to the southwest of here. That must be how it got its name. But who would go all the way to the lake just to eat? Yet another silly thing you mortals do. Good Janana's Grace was named for Her Royal Highness Princess Janana, daughter to the king 3 generations prior. In the dark of night, that mountain pass catches the light which shines forth from the castle, giving it the impression of the princess's beautiful eyes of jade. Eyes of jade? That sounds lovely. If the princess were here, I would ask her for them. You can't just take people's eyes. The occasion of the 300th year of the founding of Obert, a grand celebration was held in Grunislicht. No expense was spared. Over the course of the festivities, guests were lavishly feasted and regaled with wondrous performances. Green light? Yet amidst all the pomp and pageantry, naught was more stirring than the recitation of the Oath of the Covenant in honor of the alliance between Drawn and Galgent, upon which the kingdom was built. Representatives of each race took to the podium. A sight to draw tears from all who looked on. Velbert Black. What strange names you mortals have. It'll make sense much prettier. That means the Kingdom of Rainbows. You know what? That's fair. I agree with you on that point. Well, I can certainly learn lots of new things today. Things the others don't know. I'm gonna go and share it with everyone. They'll think I'm so clever. I'll surely become the darling of Lita Loran. And then I have to get... what stairs? What stairs am I decorating? What movie are you talking about? With the Scientology guy. Okay. Stairs am I looking for? Oh. Once again, we run into the that door opens issue. There. It's right there. See? Still have it. Gee, marvelous. This is sure to put a smile on Orian's scowly face. I don't want to stay here forever and ever and ever. You're welcome to stay too, of course. There's plenty of room for you and all your friends. Oh, another brilliant idea just occurred to me. Will you help me again, mortal? How's this friend? You'll know that Orion is not the tidiest of people. Well, he's half buried in mountains of tomes and other things I have no name for, and as a result he spends half his time searching for things, which means less time playing with us. What I want to do is cast an enchantment on his tome so he can find them easily. All he has to do is say a tome's name and it will come flying into his hands. Brilliant, yes? Problem is, I can't read your funny mortal letters. Meaning I can't find his favorite tomes. So I need you to do the finding. And the enchantment in my stead. No, I often see him with his nose buried in 3 different tomes. One is about the history of Vobert, another about some Shadowkeeper person, and the last about runes, the letters we use in our language. Please find each of them and give them a good sprinkling of these flying fish scales. Minority report. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tome is the history of Vobert. We read the... yeah. Give me lore! As is portrayed by the two-headed wolf which grazes the nation's coat of arms, the kingdom of Vobert was born of an alliance between the Drawn and the Galgent. Ere such an alliance could be forged, however, much blood was spilled. In order to avoid further bloodshed, our ancestors established a system of succession, whereby the crown would be retained by the Drawn. Each successive monarch would be chosen by a council of 5, of whom 3 would be Galgent of noble houses. Thus did the two-headed wolf arise to rule the northern lands of Norvrant. Okay, so the ruler's always from one of the joining kingdoms, but chosen by a group that's majority is the other. Treatise on tombs. The Fey races such as the Pneumo and the Pixies wield their unique type of spellcraft through the use of runes. Each rune represents a letter while harboring a meaning all its own. Together they form the foundation of Fey magics. Below is a list of some popular runes which all find use in Fey names. Sigyn, the sun or light, Ul, the moon or darkness, Owl, the land or earth, Eo, a star or a lesser light, Feo, a treasure or wealth. In the eyes of the elves, all the other races that now inhabit Norvrant are naught but invaders, thieves who despoiled them of their ancestral home. Their disdain was not reserved for long-standing enemies such as the Vobertites alone. Even their allies, the Humes, were regarded as outsiders unworthy of trust. Many of Lakeland's offices of power held like elven conservatives who desired to return to the glory days of Eld. The Shadowkeeper saw an opportunity and seized it, taking control from within. Good job, kick the conservatives' ass. Isn't Minority Report the one where, like, you get punished for future crimes? Ah, there you are. Done with the enchanting then? I think I've watched that once many, many years ago. What? Tomes came to life and ran away? That's hilarious. I must tell everyone about this. Goddamn precogs. Not like they could lie and take out anyone they want. Oh yeah, that dude over there. He's gonna murder someone. Murder him first. Past yonder cliff lies Pla Any, home of the Pneumo. The others have gone ahead to scout the way. Come, let us follow. But they could. Unless you've got some magic means that stops people from lying. 509 to the east. Humans are flawed beings? What? Oh my god, even on the ground, it don't touch the ground. I refuse to be anything but a flying mount. I don't care that you can't fly in this zone. I'm flying! The path striketh thee as precipitous. 'Tis because it was once a mountain trail. For where the lake now lieth, there was a valley, in whose myth thrived the city of Obert. 'Twas only when the Fuoth came, in the wake of the flood, that the settlement was drowned. We stand now upon its former outskirts, grazing lands where shepherds once tended their flocks. Though one cannot help but feel a pang of loss when faced with such a spectacle, one can scarcely blame the Fey folk for so altering the land. Should be here tomorrow. Nice. The blame for that lieth rightly with the light, a force terrible enough to bring an entire civilization to its knees, an entire world. That it should have been allowed to rise up unchecked is the greater regret. Yet, in spite of all the tragedy which surroundeth me, full glad am I for the chance to be here. It was these hands which brought together the warriors of darkness in Minfilia, lest thou forget. Therefore, even were there no umbral calamity to forestall, it seemeth only right that I strive to deliver the first from its doom. Only right, I say, though such words ill convey the strength of my resolve. Truth, I can no more ignore the flight of this world than I can choose to stop breathing, and thus do I labor for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. The coming struggle promiseth to test us to our limits, but so long as we stand together, I doubt not that we shall prevail. Aha, mortals, just as we thought. Hast thou business with us? Business? Ha! Nothing so boring. We smelled you coming and thought we'd come to play. Do not appear to be big pixies of Lidl around. My apologies, but we're in some haste. May happen another day. Oh, in some haste, are you? Allow me to hasten you on your way. Tee-hee. Teleportation magic. For mercy, we're not sent far from our course. Should the pixies find us again, however, they will most assuredly repeat the trick. We have not the time to waste. Let us avail ourselves of an enchantment I have learned. Fey Coke, 'tis called. A most ingenious magic which rendereth one invisible of Fey folk, albeit briefly. Bacon biplane. I shall cast the enchantment upon thee. Under its aegis, thou art to make thy way past the pixies and rejoin our comrades. Know, however, the enchantment shall suffice to veil thee and thee alone. Be not tempted to employ mount. It was only served to give thy presence away. Well, that's just rude. Let's get to our next location then. Bye! Come out wherever you are. How about no? What should we do when we find them? We send them flying. Tee? Nah, I'm good. I just need to get there, apparently. Any moment now. No, not really. Trying to get there. Pixies leave, disappointment on their faces. Good for them. I assumed you were right behind us. What took you so long? Let's see. Yes, I'd say that's a valid excuse for lateness. You're hereby forgiven. Other good news, the Numo village lies just through here. We'll enter as soon as Oriange deigns to join us. Mortals! Mortals are here! Lots of them! That's a Numo. I thought you said Numo were man's best friends. Poor thing was beside itself with fear. They're one of the 4 fairy groups that are in this kingdom. It was beside itself, perhaps, but not with fear. This is unacceptable! Unacceptable, I tell you, to have so many mortals appear at once. It's more excitement than we can bear. Greetings, Elderwood, Ankh, Tierney. It hath been a while. Pray forgive my brevity, but time is against us. We have come to borrow the stone scepter, the Numo. The stone scepter? Then you mean to lift the seal over Gia? This is unacceptable. Unacceptable, I tell you! If the king is set free, none here will be safe. Unlike our Fey cousins, we Numo have called this land our home since time immemorial. Leaving is unthinkable. Thus did many of us lay down our lives to seal away our king when they were corrupted by light. If we do as you ask, our sacrifice would have been in vain. Don't worry, I'll kick Titania's butt. Then you'll only become another Light Warden. Changes nothing. No, it's not how that works. Honored Elder, pray believe me when I say that this woman is possessed not only of the strength required to vanquish the king, but of something still more valuable. A means to resist the resultant corruption. Indeed, she has already laid low the Light Warden of Lakeland, all without succumbing to the influence of its light. Is yet a stranger to this land, 'tis true, but she harboureth the self-same desire to see the Sin Eaters illuminated as we do. Wilt thou not lend us thy hand, that we might see thy beloved home restored to its former glory? You've always done right by us, Oranger. If you have placed your faith in this woman, then so shall we. As you say, we want nothing more than to be rid of the Sin Eaters. Be that as it may, this is not a decision to be made lightly. We require time to deliberate. A turn of the moon, perhaps. Don't have that kind of time, buddy. Don't have a turn of the moon, unless we want to debate this with the Yulmoran army. Elder, given all that is at stake, I cannot well expect thee to simply roll over and acquiesce to our request. But even now, a powerful foe draweth near, and I fear I must beseech thee to hasten thy deliberations, that thou mightst fetch us the scepter, while there is yet time to use it. Roll over? Fetch? Ah! Full well that naught gives us greater pleasure than to render aid to men. Oh well, you speak the words of power regardless? It's unfair! Unfair, I tell you! In happier times there was our honor to assist mortals in need and receive rewards befitting our deeds. Since the kingdom of Overt fell, however, we've been starved of man's patronage. After so many years of deprivation, it is difficult to ignore such an earnest entreaty. Very well, Oranger. I promise to give you as swift an answer as I may. In return, I ask that you and yours remain here the while, and bestow upon us your patronage. Is this arrangement agreeable? The best I'm gonna get, isn't it? You offer your patronage to our people too, yes? Let's see. Perhaps you can begin with Marnoze. They're one of our foremost artisans, once held in the highest esteem by the Knights of Obert. The Knight's gone, however. Marnoze has had no opportunity to put their skills to use. They would be overjoyed for your patronage. I'm just gonna attune to this Etherite here, and that's gonna be where I call it for tonight. Because Mel just found out about my flying pig mount, and is coming up with names for it.